Just pulling into Xi'an now. The plan is, so what I'm doing here is I've got a debating competition on Saturday and Sunday. It's Friday currently, to go down the day before. Then I'm staying in the city for 2 days, flying back on Monday. So the reason I'm staying in Xi'an is most of the cities I've been in so far have been like relatively nondescript second-tier cities, like quite copy-paste. Or at least like if they have interesting elements, they're just not as interesting as Xi'an. So Xi'an has a massive preserved stone wall from like a long time ago. Also, it's home to the Terracotta Warriors, who from here onwards will be referred to as the Underground Stonemen. So the plan's to wait in Xi'an for a bit longer, see those things. It's also where the Long March ended. There's also it's a really big Muslim quarter. It's a really interesting city. So so the plan is get the debating competition done, and then go explore Xi'an. They also have a really good type of noodle. Xi'an specialty food, delicious. Yeah, so we just got off the train, getting the taxi to the hotel now. In well-practiced tradition, we're going to go to the hotel, drop off bags, go out for lunch, and then make our way to the school, and then set up shop for the various trainings and stuff we have to run tonight. Every hotel that you go to, you've got to hand in your passport so they can scan it. They do this for 2 reasons. One, as a foreigner, everywhere that I stay within China has to be like logged and registered at the police station, so they need your passport to do this, and that's why you give it to the concierge. And also they do it to check everyone's visas are up to date. After arriving at the hotel, we went out for the traditional delicious Chinese food. We went to a place which served local noodles and ended up spending about 20 kwai on a meal for 3. For perspective, that's just under £2, or about 2/3 of what a latte would cost in Starbucks. Sounds delicious. After delicious food, I insisted on going back into the restaurant so I could get a good shot of me walking out, and then everyone looking disappointed that I went back into the restaurant to get a good shot of me walking out. We then arrived into the school, set everything up, and then had a bit of a wander. I always find it interesting wandering around Chinese high schools, and that they're so similar and yet so different. This one had some interesting sights in it. You realise that the names are going to be in Mandarin, so the best we're going to be able to do is guess, right? Right. So, it's going to be, so one of these two is Confucius, probably. Oh, that's interesting. So look, pi equals 335. Oh, so maybe it's a really early Chinese mathematician.
Yeah, that's probably who it is.
It's a weird approximation of pi, though. It's not one of the ones that like crops up.
It's an early Chinese mathematician, pi me pi.
I have no idea. I can't even tell from this symbol.
Something about elements? The world being round?
Maybe.
Fire?
No idea.
I don't know. He certainly didn't invent fire. That would be silly.
Right, okay. Well, this has to be Newton. In that we have F equals ma. Oh, I enjoy that. We have F equals ma, but next to F, I think it's the symbol for like to be able to.
I see.
So I assume force in Mandarin is to be able to, which I really enjoy. Darwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1800s makes sense.
He never really gets pictured as a young man ever, right?
No, neither does Einstein.
No.
We got the classic. There's a lot of really interesting analysis as to why it is that, China discovered gunpowder, China discovered the printing press like hundreds of years before the West. And there's a lot of really interesting analysis as to, it's Mendeleev, it's not Marx. There's a lot of really interesting analysis as to why it is that China never develops any further.
Are you going to hit me with lenses?
Not lenses. No, not lenses. The weirder theory and the casually less coincident. Well, because one of the theories is just, well, the one of the few things the West discovered were the things that it was lucky enough would innovate. But the kind of notion that I like more is that if you were very clever in China, you had to sit these like civil service tests where you had to learn, where you had to learn all the great works of poetry, you had to learn all the classics, and then you would sit a test after like 7 years of incredibly intensive study. And then afterwards you become part of the civil service, and then you would just run bureaucracy until you died. And this was like the cushiest job ever. Because of this, you don't get any money, you don't get any of the great minds in innovation. Because why would you ever bother innovating when you can instead have a great life?
Interesting.
Whereas the best Newton could ever do for himself was go to Cambridge and be a professor.
Arabic numerals, man. Arabic numerals, that's my theory.
Was. I haven't heard this one.
Right? The Venetian traders bring Arabic numerals to Europe in the 14th century. Europe starts to use them. Everyone's like, whoa, these are fucking easy to use. Like, you can do long division, right? You can do all this other shit. Like, algebra starts to fucking make sense. Like, everything starts... Everyone's like, what the hell is going on? You know? And I think that definitely propelled, like, the scientific revolution a lot more than people estimate, right? Because you forget that, like, in the 1250s, people aren't summing things using 1, 2s, and 3s, right?
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. Our walk around the school continued.
What?
Just wandering around. Very impressive place, with the occasion random Athenian building interwoven the mix of very generic high school buildings. Oh, okay.
Everything else over the course of the rest of the day went well. There was no videos because it's difficult to simultaneously video and work, but it was a good day, and I looked forward to the tourist stuff afterwards.